Hey Gemini, welcome back. March 2026 is a really pivotal month for you because it highlights your career, social life, visibility, and money, but in a very layered way. So we've got Mars entering Pisces, Venus moving into Aries, the Sun entering Aries as well, and then Venus shifting into Taurus at the very end of the month. So this month is about ambition and direction, networking and friendships, as well as stepping into the spotlight, and then grounding everything financially. So I'm going to walk you through each major transit, what it usually brings, and how it specifically affects you as a Gemini. Let's start with Mars entering Pisces on March the 2nd, 2026. Mars is the planet of action, drive, motivation, and how we pursue goals. Pisces is intuitive, emotional, spiritual, and artistic. So when Mars moves into Pisces, the collective energy shifts from direct action to more emotional and intuitive action. The common themes include less confrontation and more subtle moves, acting more on feelings or intuition, creative and spiritual motivation, and compassion-driven actions. Mars in Pisces can feel like pushing through water. Things move but not aggressively. And for Geminis, Pisces is your 10th house of career, public reputation, goals, authority figures, and life direction. This is a very important area of your life. So when Mars enters your 10th house, your drive and energy goes into career, public image, long-term ambitions, leadership, and being seen. So you might feel more motivated to work towards your goals, a slightly higher pressure to perform or be productive, a desire to pivot your career path, increased emotional investment in your work, and ambition mixed with slight confusion. Because it's Pisces, your career direction might feel fluid or uncertain, but also very inspired. This is an amazing time for creative careers, spiritual or healing work, any artistic projects, content creation, or anything where intuition plays a role. But you might also feel like you're chasing a vision rather than having a concrete plan. So the key here is intuition plus structure. Next, Venus enters Aries on March the 6th. Venus is love, attraction, money, beauty, relationships, and values. Essentially, all the amazing things in life. Aries is bold, impulsive, confident, and fast-moving. So Venus in Aries brings fast-paced romance, bold flirting, passionate beginnings, and confidence in style and self-expression. So people feel more daring in love and money during this time. And for Geminis, Aries is your 11th house of friendships, social networks, communities, online platforms, and long-term dreams. This is huge for social media, networking, collaborations, and group projects. So you might notice that you can make new friends during this time. You might find romantic connections through your friends or online. Collaborations forming easier during this transit. And increased social activity, and people being drawn to you socially. This is an absolutely great transit for networking with other people, joining communities, launching group-based projects, and you might also experience flirtation within friend groups. Maybe your friends could turn into romantic interests. This is a social expansion phase. Now let's talk about the Sun entering Aries on March the 20th. The Sun represents identity, ego, life force, and visibility. So when it enters Aries, the collective energy becomes bold, action-oriented, focused on new beginnings, and leadership-driven. It's the start of the astrological year, so there's always a fresh start vibe. For Geminis, the Sun moves into your 11th house as well. This means the spotlight goes to your goals, your audience, your community, friendships, and your future visions. So you might feel more visible in groups or online, more recognized by your audience, inspired to pursue long-term dreams, motivated to collaborate, and energized by your community. This is a great time for launching community initiatives, setting new or additional goals for the year, growing your social platforms, working with others, and manifesting your dreams. Finally, Venus enters Taurus on March 30th. This is important. Venus rules Taurus, so this is a strong placement. Themes include stable love, financial growth, luxury and comfort, grounded relationships, and self-worth. This is about building real value. For Geminis, Taurus is your 12th house of subconscious, spirituality, and hidden matters. So Venus here is introspective Venus energy. So you might notice secret crushes, deep emotional processing, spiritual or artistic inspiration, healing around self-worth, solitude feeling comforting, and nostalgia in love and money themes. This is quite a karmic and introspective Venus transit. It's excellent for therapy, journaling, spiritual practices, creative works, and working on your self-worth. Let's summarize what March 2026 looks like for Geminis. Early March, your focus is on career drive and ambition, which is when Mars enters Pisces. You're likely to focus more on career, reputation, and goals. You're emotionally invested in your path and thinking about where you're heading. When mid-March rolls around, your focus will be on social expansion, which is when Venus enters Aries. Friends, collaborations, and audience growth are highlighted. You're connecting, networking, and expanding your social circle. March 20th and onwards, there is a spotlight on dreams and community, which is when the Sun enters Aries. Your long-term goals and community takes the center stage. It's a powerful time for manifestation and networking. And at the end of March, you will likely focus more on healing and self-worth, which is when Venus enters Taurus. You tend to go inward during this transit. You're likely to process love, money, and values on a subconscious level. So the big themes for Geminis in March 2026 include career ambition and direction, social growth and networking, audience and community expansion, manifesting long-term dreams, and deep subconscious healing in love and money. So March is like, build your public vision, connect with your people, and then quietly heal and align with your true values. If you are a Gemini rising, let me know in the comments what you're focusing on this March: career, friends, or personal growth. And if you want your rising sign forecast, subscribe because I'm posting monthly astrology for all the 12 signs. Before you go, just a little reminder. This reading is meant to be a general, monthly energetic overview, rather than a precise prediction of your life. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And always trust your own intuition and lived experience above anything else. If parts of this reading felt accurate, grounding, or comforting, that's usually a sign that it touched on themes already present in your awareness. And if some parts didn't land, that's completely okay too. Not every message is meant for every moment. And discernment is part of the practice. You're always the one in control of how you respond, what you choose, and where you place your energy. I hope this video gave you something useful. And if this helped you at all, feel free to like the video or subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.